This week on the Mindful Men podcast.
What does it mean to be an unstoppable dad?
It's been a journey to get here, right? And that's the thing, right? Like fatherhood's a journey. Even though we're all kind of partaking in a similar journey of fatherhood, everyone's journey is unique. But when it comes to being an unstoppable dad, for me, the big thing is to keep going. Like as a dad, as a father, as a man, we have to learn to be able to keep going. We have to keep pushing. We have to keep driving. And for me, what unstoppable dad means is not only just keep going, but keep striving to be better, keep working to be better, and keep looking to improve ourselves. And that's kind of the whole underlying tone with being an unstoppable dad and being just unstoppable in life, is that it doesn't mean you have to be a Superman, because even Superman comes up against roadblocks, right? Like he's comes up against things that he has to work through. But the big thing is we keep going, we keep pushing forward, and we keep moving forward. That's the thing. That's the underlying message with the Unstoppable Dad project.
This is your branding, the Unstoppable Dad Project. Where did the inspiration come from to create this entity or this identity?
Really, the inspiration is, so the word unstoppable, I mean, I've been a comic book nerd, for lack of a better term, for as long as I can remember, since I was a kid, right? Like I used to read Marvel comics when they were just comic books. Like I joke with the kids, like my son's into the Avengers and stuff like that and all through the movies. And I joke with the kids, the only way we could get access to Marvel stuff was, you had to read it. You had to read it in comic books. I think men of my age growing up with a lot of superheroes as people you kind of looked up to. So, you've got your Marvel comics. As it got a bit older, Dragon Ball Z, like, all things like that, where the heroes were always these unstoppable forces, right? It didn't mean that they didn't come up against tough times, but again, they just kept moving. Like they became these unstoppable humans, aliens or mutants or whatever angle you want to take. And they just kept moving. And the thing with the Unstoppable Dad project is obviously, and where it came from, the big thing was the word unstoppable. Like to me, that just meant that it's about trying to build momentum. It's about trying to keep going, right? And I know I keep coming back to that, but that's always been the underlying tone for me, because life's not an easy journey for a lot of people. But what we need to be able to do is we need to be able to keep going and keep driving forward and keep trying to put just one foot in front of the other every day. And some days that means we're going to be able to run. Some days it means we're going to have to take really short, steps to try and drive through whatever we come up against. But where it came about was, I guess, that love for comic books, that love for heroes, and really them being these unstoppable forces for good a lot of the times, albeit flawed forces for good, that kept moving and kept going and kept driving. And that's the word unstoppable was there. And then obviously, having become a father myself, it was pretty evident that when I became a dad, there's all the emotions that go into it when you first become a father, right? Like there's excitement, there's uncertainty, there is this just overwhelming sense of holy shit, like I'm now in charge of somebody else and I've got to provide for this person, and all these other feelings and emotions that we've got to go through. And we have to be our own version of unstoppable to get through that, to make sure that we're able to provide for our family and be there and be a present father and a present man, a present husband. And just, we have to learn. And with those traits, when you become a dad, they have to be learned skills. There's not an instruction manual. It's not stuff that we become equipped with. Hopefully we've learnt some of it throughout our own unique journey, but the whole just being an unstoppable dad is really just about keep going, keep driving, be better, like work to be better each day, work to be better each month, each year, as a father, as a husband.